Bar Association have honored so many judges, in Los Angeles especially, where there are so many to choose from, few though that are qualified, and in Fresno as well. And they're here, several are here today. But let me tell you about a man who has stood alone since 1993, not only carrying the flag of the profession in Santa Clara County, not only being blessed to be married to a woman before her time, Justice Manoukian. You think that that Governor Dukmejian had favorites? Governor Dukmejian's favorite wasn't Socrates. It was that little lady over there. Where is she?
She's back there.
I mean, when you think about years, you got to count back from 39 years old, right? That's what she is. So, 1983, she goes to the municipal court. Come on up here, Justice. Come on up. Come on up here. Siga hayarse. So 1983, she's already a judge. She's been out of law school 6 or 7 years. George Dukmejian knows what he's doing, and Justice Baxter has a little bit to do with that, maybe. First over there down south, and you can go to Santa Clara, but all joking aside, I don't know if you'll ever see in your lifetime a Court of Appeal justice appointed like at 32, 33 years old. If nothing else, the Haidava is very smart to pick a very
That's right.
smart woman. But let's
and admitted publicly that she's smarter than I am.
Let me leave you with this. Let me leave you with one word and one name. And I said that to your son today. Where is he? Where's my? Come on over here. Come on over here. Family affair. So this man's middle name is Manasseh. Manasseh. Manasseh is Socrates' father's name. Socrates and Patricia had 3 sons. They stand strong, all 3 of them, 2 here on earth and 1 in heaven. Captain Zovetsov for the United States of America in Afghanistan approximately 6 years ago. It hit us hard. It hit them unfathomably. But as Armenians do, we come together in times of celebration and of requiem. This is not a time of mourning at all, but this is standing as an Armenian people together to say that we honor Judge Socrates Peter Manoukian today, not only for himself, not only for the values that he has exalted in himself and others, but for your family, for your bloodline, for your longevity and your faith and your loyalty as to who we are as an Armenian nation and as who we are as the Armenian Bar Association. So, without further, delay, here's what we do usually for Judges' Nights is there's a woman in Los Angeles, and her name is Sirun Yeretsya. She's a brilliant, brilliant artist. And these are prints now. She used to do them by hand, like Toros Rostlin old paintings of peacocks, visions and images and representations of optimism and of forwardness. And so she's still alive, even though she's in the throes, maybe, hopefully not the last throes of ALS. And so we usually go to her, and she does this for us. And sometimes we put words together like this, and this one for Judge Manoukian. The Armenian Bar Association, with these ancient Armenian symbols of grace, faith, and tranquility, proudly acknowledges the Honorable Socrates Peter Manoukian. Like the classical Greek philosopher Socrates, you are a sage of ethics and savant of enlightenment, as you teach and mentor in law schools and judicial colleges. Like the first of the apostles, Peter, yours is a legacy of self-sacrifice and leadership in humble service to California's courts and to those who there appear. Like the Armenian root of your last name, Manoukian, you remain forever upbeat and optimistic, lifting the legal profession and life itself, especially at times when faith in both has been challenged. Congratulations.
Armin, let's take a photo with Armin, you get the picture too.
All right, guys. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do a couple of these, so if I screw up. All right.
Bring it down, Judo. Yeah.
There you go.
That's better.
All right, guys. One of these is going to be a winner. Thank you so much.
Judge, if you want to say a word, please.
I was born in Beirut. My father was an INTEP-C and then survived genocide twice and was relocated in Syria, Aleppo, and didn't go to school until he was 9 years old. But because of the strength of his widowed mother and the Armenian community, he learned to speak 5 languages. He was an interpreter for the French and British, and he had a good job building railroad boxcars in Syria. And one day his mother, who was a house cleaner for the president of Aleppo College, came home and said, we decided you're going to go to Beirut and become a physician at AUB. And my dad thought she was hallucinating. And she said, you're going to do it. And he did. And the Armenians in Beirut helped him out. It was all about community. And when I came to South Bay, I was 10 years old. There were no Armenians. There were no brown people in South San Jose, except the Mexicans that I befriended at Foothill College, Mexican Americans. Go to UCLA and I take classes from Armen's father, 3 classes in Armenian history. You learn about Armenian generals defeating Roman legions led by Mark Antony. You learn about Vartan Mamikonian and great heroes like that. And you know, I wasn't one of your dad's better students, but I sure learned a lot. And
Nobody was.
and Marvin, when I was applying to to a court in San Jose, I remember the letter you wrote to Chuck Pachegan saying, I can think of 1,000 reasons why he should be appointed, but he was smart enough to marry Patricia Manoukian. I still have that letter, Marvin. Thank you. Chuck, thank you. And I'm proud to say I'm the only judge in the state that I know of that gets overruled at work and at home by the same person. And so I was going to wear an Armenian flag lapel pin today, but I thought, you know, I have this pomegranate pin that pomegranates are eternal life, eternal love, and you know, we just, as Armenians, we just don't quit. You know, I learned, my dad never talked about the genocide, and I would ask him what he did as a little kid. He would get very angry and wouldn't talk about it. And then I take professors' classes, and I'm thinking, holy cow, you know. And, well, the Turks tried to bury us, as the saying goes, but they failed. They planted seeds instead, and here we are. So thank you all. I'm glad I've been able to mentor young Armenian law students, and I go to Santa Clara and see somebody with an IAN, and come intern for me. You're Armenian? No, I'm Farsi. Well, come anyway. And my son Michael, where'd Michael go? Michael has been mentoring students as well, and one student he mentored, Arthur Manoukian, who just recently passed the bar and is working for Kevin Cholakian, another Armenian in San Mateo County. Thank you all for coming. This really means a lot to me. Thank you.